is everybody doing on this beautiful, well, it's for some of you guys it's still evening. Welcome. How's it going? Let me just lower the music a little bit. Good evening, good morning again. What a morning, what an evening. Surprisingly, I mean, not surprisingly, NQ just keeps going higher. Let me see who's here. AD, welcome. Green in the flesh, what's up? Dave Mack, hello there. Bill Hohenst in the building just next to Dominic. Good morning. Let's go. Curry Fishbowl, welcome. We'll put this song up there in MP3. Be Your Game, what's up? Hello there. Farina, welcome. Yeah, London is still 1 hour away. Yonix, hello. Itai, hey, good morning. Tailbite, welcome. All is good. Let's just see how it's going. Let's just see how the market is gonna go, right? Donna, hello, good morning. 4 p.m. for you. Oh yeah, AD is in the future. All right, Marco, welcome. All right, let me lower the music just a little bit here. So, how's everybody? Marek, hello. Hey. Okay, so I wish I could tell you something good about NQ, but it's just not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It really does not. I mean, not to the downside. I don't know about the upside here. We have the 300 level super close. So let's just put this here. So this one is close. 25 points to get to 300. And that's it. The only level I see is a 15-minute demand zone down there, and we have an Asia low. And that is it. IQ is trash. Well, it's definitely trash right now. This one created, by the way, a demand zone at midnight, at the midnight level. Let's see. Yeah, right at the opening of the candle is 44.50 on the micro. So this bearish candle here at midnight, it's technically, it's not like a picture perfect one, but this is a bullish order block. At least I'd like to think it is. And a demand zone, which means maybe for a drop down to the 1 minute, I mean, sorry, for the midnight level on the 1 minute chart here. I don't know. Shorted 1 micro for fun. Yeah. Gotta be careful. What's the distance? 25, 26 points. I mean, there's a good chance that we can go down to the midnight level, but I don't see anything there. Let's check on gold real quick. Yesterday we went through this 15-minute zone. I think there was a zone somewhere, or 5 minute, whatever. There is nothing here on gold. That's what I wanted to say. I mean, I wish there would be something. We have a previous day high and nothing on the 15-minute. Okay, nothing on the 15. There is okay, nothing. Gotta check the 1 hour on gold. Okay, nothing on the 1 hour. There's a bearish engulfing candle here. This one's picking up liquidity here, then shifting down. Okay, nothing. Gotta check the 3 minute. We are desperate to find a zone here. Okay, nothing. Nothing. And this one would be good up there on the 3 minute. That's a good one. Three-minute supply zone, but that's it. Doesn't really matter that much. That's way up there. So, so nothing on gold. Nothing. Absolutely. I'm a little bit disappointed. Actually, there is something. Sorry. On the 3 minute. It's technically valid. 3 minute demand zone. All right, that's it. All right, let's look for the 1 minute. Nothing. Okay. Okay, we have nothing. Easy. There's a 1 minute demand zone at 3971.2. That's all we have. Ollie, you dumped your profits to XRP. Let's go. Well, you said I think you want to hold it for 10 years. That's, you know, why not? Good to see you, Ollie. Well, I don't know which calls were printed, but yeah, long term. Yeah. What's up, Trade Delicious? When do you think is the next raffle? I think it's going to be tomorrow and or Friday. We're going to do a bit of a raffle here. So it's going to be exciting. Stay tuned. We're going to give away accounts and maybe a bit of a cash too, but most likely accounts. 600 QQQ. No. Don't worry about that. Ollie is fine. Yokozuna, hello. Okay, back to NQ. Can we go back to the midnight level? I have no idea. Albert, good morning. Welcome everybody. Can you guys please help out the stream by smashing that like button? By the way, I do have to change some banners here because the Apex and the Bulenox promo is changing now. It's Apex is, I think, Apex. Okay, we're changing the Apex. Changing the Bully. Bulenox best. All right. Shifting. FOMC in 11 hours or so. Yeah, I guess everybody's gonna wait for that. So don't be overwhelmed on this market, especially in London. You never know. Let me see if Bulenox kept the codes on or not. No, they did not. No, they did not. Hold on. Or did they? Okay, Bulenox still has the 75%, I think, which is still good because it's for option 2 accounts as well. So there's a 75 at Bulenox for option 2. All right, it's good to know because I didn't know that. Personal Bulenox at option 1 and Option 2 accounts. All right. So we gotta shift that. Sorry, I forgot to update the banners. I need to do that. Bulenox 75. Okay, 75%. Option 1 and option 2 accounts. That's good. So, Slade is here. Hello there. Hey, Slade, what's up? How's the market? Ron, good to see you. FundedNext is good. I mean, I haven't heard any major issue about them. As long as there is no tomorrow, yeah, maybe. Michael, good morning. So, and as I said, I see nothing here, only the 300. And we have this zone on the 15-minute down there, which is technically valid. A technically valid demand zone, 15-minute demand zone. That is it. Nothing more. Something tells me it wants to go higher, by the way. Oh my gosh, gold is pushing. I mean, there was 2 trades. It was 5. Yeah, it was 6. Okay, never mind. That I technically missed in the Asia session, but because I don't trade the Asia session, it doesn't really matter. Not too many things going on. All right. What prop firm would you recommend for getting direct funding accounts without evals? Well, TRADEIFY is super famous about their Lightning funded accounts. So TRADEIFY pretty much got into the space there with their Lightning funded. Also, I keep hearing that that FundingTicks and Lucid also trying to push their direct accounts as much as possible. TickTickTrader also has instant funded accounts, by the way. To be honest, I really need to go back and trade more with TickTickTrader. I haven't really traded with them lately. I want to. Some say the rules are a little bit difficult, but they are not. It just seems like difficult or complicated, but they also have a straight to funded accounts. But I think right now TRADEIFY, FundingTicks, and Lucid is also offering direct accounts. So if I want to go with an instant funded account, maybe I would go with TRADEIFY right now, and or FundingTicks maybe. Good question. Maybe TRADEIFY. SMTVDS MQ took previous day high. STS is hovering. Let's see. So there is. Let's check SMT. Yeah. I think he still wants to push that 44 to 75 there. That's why there's a chance, I think, for NQ to try to bust that 300. It's a nice round number there, you know. Why not? Got the gold entry. Let's go, Dominic. The original gangster. Hey, yeah, gold is just unstoppable. Check it out. Wow. Previous day high has been tagged. how far? How far? Because if you look at the 1 hour chart, yeah, this was a nice little bearish momentum going on here, but is it going to resume, or is this it? Or we're going back to new all-time highs? Yesterday we talked about gold, that I don't see any other level here, not even on the daily, that looks great. I mean, there is one demand zone here, but otherwise not much. There was a lot of consolidation. Look at from April all the way to August. Now this is a pullback. I assume, I mean, on the daily, I assume that gold wants to continue higher. In the big picture, we are holding the 4K, so this is kind of turning into support in the big picture as well. Why not go higher, you know? Interesting. I think we can go higher and tag that 300 up there on NQ. Just an idea. Yeah, consistency rule. Yeah, true. There's a 20% consistency rule, which for me is not a problem. But yeah, there's a 20% consistency. But on the straight to funded accounts, I think other prop firms also have like at least 30% consistency rule. But TRADEIFY marketing is, I mean, they're really pushing the marketing with that they have never denied a payout. They have never ever denied a payout. They denied a payout only because of KYC fraud, but not because of your trading style. So they paid out everybody. That's what Brett Simba said. So that's kind of good. Straight funded accounts will be better than 20% straight funded accounts. Yeah, it's better drawdown. Yeah. There's that score system at TickTickTrader, which might seem like a little bit complicated at TickTickTrader. I don't think it is. So they are using a score system for payout eligibility. Oh, that's a word I just created, I think. So you got to be familiar with that score system. I think that what they use can actually keep the traders in line, like in really to be consistent and not to and to filter out the gambling traders as much as possible. So TickTickTrader straight to funded accounts are just as good, I think. Let's go, real folks. Awesome. Upside is restricted. Yeah, technically it is. Good morning, Forex Mitch. Hello. Yeah, 30%. I mean, that was just my personal perspective. You guys know me. I trade very small, and that's why most likely I don't really care about the 20%. I mean, that I would definitely won't go with 10% because I think that's really not too much. 20% is like the breaking point. Like, okay, that's okay. 20% is still okay, but please do not go lower than 20%. I would say this to any prop firm. 30% is definitely better. So we have the 46 or 45, I don't even know, 40. Still have time until London. I'm just curious if this one wants to go lower one more or higher. I don't know. Second. All right, market makers told me that we still have to wait at least a little bit more. Just to make sure. That everything goes according to plan. Worked my way out of my yesterday's drawdown. Let's go, Dominic. Yeah, easy as it sounds, but yeah, it's hard. 1 to 2.7. That's amazing, man. Congratulations, Dominic. That's a good job there. Gabor, hello. Good morning. Yoda, good. Yeah, I was actually checking this, like, does price wants to go back down to retest this demand zone or whatever? I'm going to check on my supersonic futuristic indicators. But by the way, just to show you guys a bit of a teaser here, again, sorry, the colors were not my idea. I was not the one who coded the colors of this chart, but let me show you something on gold. So this is a gold chart. Beautiful signal in Asia here. Absolutely a beautiful entry right there. Stop loss right there. That's the stop loss. And a 1-to-1 standard deviation, 118. That would have been the TP. So absolutely perfect TP right there. And another entry here. Here's the stop loss. Let's see. Entry. 78. Oh, this would have been a stop loss. Okay, actually almost a stop loss. Yeah, it would have been a stop loss there. Wow. Interesting. Kind of trying to replicate what happened here. Okay, that was almost the TP there. I don't know if it was or not. 71 or 2 to the tick. All right. Here's another beautiful trade that was... Okay, I think this was it. 174. Okay, this is a win. This is a win. This is a loss. This is a win. So some good signals on the system so far. We'll find out what's gonna happen. Serial, welcome. All right, Dominic, have a good see you later. Yeah, get that coffee. AFK. All right, real folks, hello. The more I trade, the more I look at futures as just pick a spot and long above. Yeah, you know, this year, this market is definitely just buy the dip. That's it. Buy the dip and it's gonna go up. Yeah, I agree. Cedric, good morning. $650%. Wow. For the for the next year already. That is amazing. I should dig into options trading a little bit more. Yeah, I agree, Ali. Yeah. Then comes the rage trading, yeah. 800 calls up 650%. Wow. Wow, 900s are up 450. Wow, that's amazing. Look at gold. Still goes higher. Wow, that's amazing, man. If I had to become matters in futures. Oh. Well, I can tell you guys that this market, I mean, look at the daily. Wow. And we have gaps down there as well on the daily chart. Why do I have a strange feeling that it just wants to go for 27K? Anyway. And now it wants to go for 300. How about that? There's no entry. You can't enter. Javier, hello. From Vienna. I'm doing great. You're not far, man. You're not far. Master Trading Futures. Yeah, we all want to be masters on this craft. Paul is gonna do the rock pull. You think so, Peter? Is it gonna be a rock pull? No problem, Javier. It's all right. Only trading gold. Wow. Bob, what's up? Not much is happening. Kind of hovering in between 300 and this demand zone, but I have no entry. To be honest, there's nothing to look for. The only hope I'm having is that maybe that London Open / pre-market open will, I don't know, do something. We have an Asia low down there. I think the market really needs a crash here, some sort of a bigger pullback. Yeah, Bowser. They rock pulled the market and they're gonna keep making money. Yeah, futures desk is interesting too. We need to look at the global monthly candles. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we have today, I mean Thursday, yeah, 3 days from the month. Yeah, I agree. 15-minute gold yesterday. Yeah, I'm not expecting much of a push until FOMC, that's for sure. So most likely everybody is just gonna wait for that. You're back, all right. They'll bite. For me, trading at all-time high is super risky. Yeah, I'm actually almost like praying for the market to crash down at least 500 points or more. It would be better to have at least 1,000 points of a liquidity sweep because we just need that. Angio, good morning. Yeah, NQ is unstoppable. And you know, we're eyeballing with the 300 level right now. We're eyeballing with that 300 level, and that's kind of crazy if you think about it. I think it just wants to tag that 300. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. No stopping on this one. Yeah, Michael, exactly. Because nobody has been here before and nobody's done this exactly. I mean, obviously there was always new highs, but it's just, you know, if you want to get into a trade just because you feel like it wants to go to 300, that is purely a discretional thing. That's discretionary trading. You can do that, but how much loss can you afford? That's the question, right? Oh, sorry, there's no flash sale on TRADEIFY, I think. Let me check it. I need to disable that. All-time high is the best place to trade EMAs. Might be. It might be. A few days ago we were at 800. Yeah, interesting, right? Jose, the problem is we cannot do anything. I don't know why it keeps pushing up. I have a feeling that the big players in the market are definitely pricing in for like a bigger crash here. Not like a crash, but at least 1,000 points of drop. And they just want to get those orders, you know, luring in the buyers. And just, you know, want to get that. I want to get those orders. And look at that. Now we're going back to that 300. Be careful. I'm not in a trade. I think this is going to be one of those sessions when I'm not going to enter a trade. Maybe on gold, but here, it's just too much risk. It's just too much risk. How do you think come back monthly chart to fill some further gaps at 25? It has to be a very strong news catalyst, Dominic. It has to be something, I don't know, war related stuff or trade war. So it could be the Ukrainian war, it could be the trade wars, the tariffs. It has to be something really major, catalyst. So the market needs a catalyst news driver here at this point. We don't know, but a single FOMC report, which everybody's waiting for right now, yes, it can shake the market a little bit, but I don't think that is going to be enough. The market needs more. I mean, I think last year there was, I don't know, was it last year or was it 23? Anyway, but if you scroll back on the daily or the weekly charts and you can see these big drops in the market, there's always some big news driver coming up around that time. I don't know if it's designed by this way or the market's just saying like, okay, this is going to be enough for a sell-off. But I'm just saying we need some kind of a big news. If I want a giveaway from FSB, let's go. Congratulations. Yeah, each pullback spikes up another $100, another 100 points. Yes, exactly. So I think so too, Dominic. 100% agree. I think the market pricing in for the new rate cut, for more rate cuts. Also the new AI stuff going on with AMD, Microsoft. As much as I could read about this, actually there was something on Bloomberg. Let me see, just a second. There was something on Bloomberg about this. My God. I'm gonna get blinded here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Trump says he sees trade deal with South Korea and China. Now, last time he said he's gonna wait until November 1st with the 100% tariff. And what do we talked about like a million times in My Funded TV as well, and here as well? There is 100% there's going to be a positive comment from the White House or President Trump that, okay, we made the deal, and this comment is going to come before November 1st. And there you go. And there you go. So this is just how it's actually insider trading if you think about it. In a different dimension, but I mean, not different dimension, but we were 100% sure about this comment. Okay, Trump expects to cut fentanyl tariffs, discuss Nvidia and see talks. Okay, China purchases first cargoes of US soybeans this season. Okay. What about AI? October 27. Our market's headed for AI bubble. Okay. Okay, that's yesterday. Global AI board. Okay, that's not okay. Adobe AI already. Wall Street is wary of being burned by the... Okay, that's nothing. AI earning strength widens to more stocks to ally bubble fears. Huh. So there's going to be an AI bubble.
Give us the fundamental underpinnings that gives you confidence that this...
We're actually looking much more discrete. And right now, what we're looking at right now is that we've seen an incredible rise in correlations between AI and decentralized energy, transition metals, which again, rare earths and other metals critical to the transition. So those correlations have been rising over the last year. What's also very interesting though, is we're seeing that those names or those themes have much higher beta to AI than they used to. And more specifically, it means they're getting hit a little bit harder on the downdraft, right? So when you get AI pullback, you're seeing those decentralized energy, grid tech, transition metal names actually feel some pain on that. But when we look at how these secular trends are actually progressing, there is just such huge underlying opportunity in the bottlenecks, in the retrofits, in the fact that, let's be honest, the power grid itself was already aging. There's a lot of investment opportunity there.
If you are a Bloomberg Terminal client and you're listening to the show, first of all...
down into 2022. So that's a really good reference point for us. Something that we are flagging, though, it's pretty hard to make comps, right? When you go back to the dot-com era, we're not in the dot-com era. We're looking at, when we look at the 18 biggest, most powerful names in our AI theme universe, for instance, we're talking about 24 trillion of market cap. In the dot-com era, that was more like a $7 trillion type number in today.
Interesting. Okay, I think we tagged the 300 there, right? Let's see. EMA traders are loving this. I think so, yeah. The perfect trade up. Let's go. Koala kit. Perfect. Nvidia investing in Nokia. Oh, Microsoft in AI market going crazy. Yeah, it feels like a bubble. That's why, you know, whenever I see an article about the AI bubble, I'm always kind of interested. So that's why I clicked on this report. Like, is this really a bubble? Because there's like different stages of AI, right? There's basically the AI, what we're having right now, as far as I have learned, is basically a language model. It's a database connected with the language model. That's it. That's what we have. But there's like 3 levels of artificial intelligence. Right now we are at the base level, which is a language model. The next level would be the human-like intelligence, which is already a huge achievement for humanity. And there's going to be the highest level, which is the super AI, the super artificial intelligence, which scientists saying that is actually something that we need to fear of, because that could destroy. So, you know, Skynet and Terminator, not everybody's going to laugh so much on Arnie after that. So the thing is, there's different stages to whatever. The thing is, at the current state, there sometimes I feel like it could be a bubble, because they say it's going to take many years more to achieve the next level of AI. But I don't know. Who knows? Farhad, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, we need to move the market 80. Yeah. Yeah, the AI bubble is getting scary. Need to break up with NQ, yeah. Michael, actually, you just said it out right now. That's what I think. It feels like that not just the US economy, but a lot of tech factors or tech companies. So everybody is just, you know, standing on this AI pillar, hoping for redemption, or hoping for making the big bucks, you know, which could be true, but or could be a good anticipation, but that's why it's a little bit scary as well. Like, there's so much money to be burnt in AI technology, and who knows, if one fails, it could be a domino effect. I don't know. I never traded options, Dominic. I will look into options trading because I'm interested, but everybody who I talked with, almost everybody who I talked with and trading options, told me that if I'm making profits with futures, I should be, for now at least, I should be staying with futures. And because they're saying options could be a bit of a money burner if you don't know what you're doing. It's not a bubble. Where's all this money coming from? Yeah, exactly, Jose. If it's going up and Amazon is firing 330k employees, other companies will lose revenue. That's true, and that's a very good point. OpenAI is investing into Oracle data center. Oracle is buying NVIDIA chips, and NVIDIA is investing in OpenAI. Wow, what a circle! Wow, yeah, that's the bubble. Yeah, what a circle there. To the expiration call sign. Ah. Sounds like a good strategy. Yeah, typical 1929 situation. Circular economy. Microsoft puts money into OpenAI, who buys NVIDIA, just NVIDIA invests in another AI that owns Microsoft. Wow, it's amazing, by the way, if you really think about it. That's nothing. That's just 300. There's nothing there. That's just a round number of 300. We talked about, like, if this one sweeps some liquidity here, it might just go up to 300. So it did. Nothing extra. Cyril. No chip production, so it was predictable that US and China will agree. Yeah, exactly, Michael. So President Trump announced 100% tariffs on China because of this rare earth mineral fiasco, and I guess the smarter traders, not me, but smarter traders already knew it, that okay, the market, okay, we have this crash here, quote unquote crash, which is awesome. It's time to buy more because they're gonna make a deal. Which it seems like they're gonna make a deal. Shenanigan, thank you. Hey, Camille, well, good to see you, man. Hello there. Good to see you, Camille. How are you doing? Do you use AI? Have realized AI isn't what big techs. Yeah, so exactly, that's what I'm saying, David. I watched some very good documentaries about this, and the current AI, which we think it's AI, it's not actually AI. This is just a pre-programmed language model, nothing more. It's cool because it's really awesome because you can communicate with it. It helps you with a lot of things, which is awesome. But this is not the AI that we think it's in the sci-fi movies or whatever. This is not. This is a language model with a huge database. That's it. Nothing more. We are still, experts are saying we're still years away from achieving not the real artificial intelligence, but the human-like artificial intelligence, which can make decisions. Well, sort of decisions. I don't want to say too many things because I don't remember the details, but one thing is, like, right now what we're having is just a language model. Okay, only a pre-programmed language model. That's what we're having. It's not the real AI. Well, if they don't make a deal, by the way, imagine that. President Trump said the tariffs are going to be effective from November 1st. But who knows? And for example, over the weekend or next week, President Trump is going to say there's no deal. Market's going to crash 1,000 points. I'm sure. Doing great, Camille. We just kind of watching the market because there is no entry. I was actually saying if we would see a possible trade to go down to that demand zone, but it's just not good enough. Gold is holding that 4K level. Everything is priced in. Terrible market conditions. It's just not ideal for day trading. The levels are just, I mean, everybody's waiting for FOMC at this point. Yeah. Oh, you're still not out from that 300. Let's see. There was a 299.75 on the micro. 299 and 299 on the mini. So we still don't have the 300 yet. Just saying. Dave, hello. It's over. Awesome, man. Dave, congratulations. Dave, that is amazing. Hey, no problem, Dave. That is super amazing. If you have anything, you know, you can share screenshots from your dashboard. You can blur out some private details or whatever you want, so we can just see maybe a dashboard, stats, or some numbers, whatever. That is amazing, man. Right now, this week and next week, I'm gonna do the morning open, but we are going to have a segment for you. I promise, Dave. I'm gonna put you on for. I mean, I'm gonna put your stats on the screen for a few minutes, and we're gonna talk about how amazing it is to go over an account like this. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for doing the 1 micro challenge. So yeah, absolutely, take your time, Dave, take your time. Whenever you know, it's up to you. Whenever you're good with it, it's up to you. Send it over, and I will make some time at MyFundedTV for that, because that's going to be an amazing thing. That's going to be an amazing thing. Yeah. Yeah, it is. 300 point stop and pray. Randall, hello there. Good morning. Well, you can say that it's not. It's quite the opposite, but I guess that's what you meant. Not too much happening. Not too much. Our last hope is in this pre-market open right now. The music definitely stopped, Dave. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait, Dave. Dave, that is... Oh, David, sorry, David. I was saying the music stopped to David, and Dave, I can't wait for the stats, and we're going to put it there. I know it was sarcasm. Your TP to 304? All right, let's see. Sure. No problem if it wasn't just 1 micro, but yeah. Exactly. Dave, thank you so much for doing that. And whenever, don't worry, don't rush it. Whenever you will have time in the near future, anytime, you can write down what was your expectation, what was your strategy, or whatever. You're out? All right, catch you tomorrow, Ollie. Have a good rest. Good luck. Good luck to you too, if you make any trades. Yeah, I was reading about that. Amazon is shredding 30,000 employees. Interesting. I mean, Dave, don't worry about it. If you have a few bullet points, that's good too. That's fine as well. If you have a bullet point or two, you don't need to go into all the small details. We can get the big picture with a few bullet points if you don't want to explain all the details. Okay, look at that. We might gonna try to go for 300 again. Bought some Starbucks. All right. Oh no, you have to get another one. Dave, thank you. Thank you for thank you for being here. Have a good sleep, and see you tomorrow. And by the way, everybody, since we're just waiting here and there's not much to do, at least notify the YouTube algorithm that we're here. So smash the like, please. Let's smash that like button until we're waiting. We still have less than, actually, 1 minute and 8 seconds to go to the pre-market open. And it's pretty boring, I gotta tell you guys. I mean, collective consciousness, welcome. Hello. Leo, good morning. How you guys doing? Oh man, I wish we could do something about this. I got my first payouts. Wow. On my scale and passed another eval. Collective consciousness, let me give you an applause. The first payout. First payout, everybody. That's amazing. Amazing result there. That's a huge W there. That's... I love to see people getting their first payout. That is... man. That is a great milestone, a great achievement for anyone. A huge W. And I wish you many, many, many more to come. That is amazing. The market's full of dogs, but please, Gordon Gecko. yeah, David. Yeah, I love those Gordon Gecko lines. Absolutely, collective consciousness. Congratulations. That's a great job. Well, we need that casual 500 points of drop, but we need that news driver. I don't think FOMC is going to cut it, but we'll see. 1.6 year of crying in shower. Tell me about it, right? Yeah, I know about that. Crying in the shower, trust me. Yeah, volume is dead. It seems like we just want to bust through this 300 level. It's all in the work. Yes, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, I agree with you. Collective consciousness. I said this yesterday too in MyFunded TV. Like, it's... some traders are saying, or some people are saying, like 80% psychology, 20% strategy. I say at least 90, maybe 95% psychology and maybe 5% strategy or technical stuff. There we go. We hit the 300. So you got to work on yourself. If you want to be a better trader, you definitely need to work on yourself. And that's why I'm saying, like, you can read books about trading, which is awesome. But if you're reading books about, I don't know, mental awareness and discipline and stuff like that, Atomic Habits, for example, just saying. Let me just put it out there. So here's an image. So Atomic Habits, that's it. Tiny changes, remarkable results. It's a bestseller. I strongly advise everybody to read this book, Atomic Habits, from James Clear. There's so many good books, by the way, out there. So many good books, but this is also very good. Small little changes is going to make you better and better every day, and it's going to reflect on your trading style as well. Gold is pumping. How am I not surprised? Oh yeah, keep going higher. Wow. Wow. NQ pushing, gold is pushing, unstoppable. By the way, there was a signal here based on this indicator system that I use. there's only one problem with this. I'm going to explain it real soon. So right now we have a long signal here based on the indicator. There's a long signal. I'm not taking this. And here's the stop loss level. And with the 1-to-1 deviation, it kind of tells us like you enter here, put your stop loss here. Okay, your TP should be at 320-ish based on this. So let's just say 20. Oh, come on. I love MetaTrader. Okay, so TP should be here. According to this indicator, we should or could be having a possible trade right there. And TP is at... Actually, I jumped into the trade on an evaluation account just to see if it goes. If that, I would not take this trade on a funded account because the EMAs are very much separated. We already, the EMA is already shifted a long time ago, and it's just a question of any second that this is just gonna drop like crazy, and there's nothing up there. So I wouldn't take this on a funded account. I took it on one single evaluation account, and that is it. Let me see. 280. Okay. But this is the trade based on the indicator. Just for fun, because for the hashtag for the stream, you know. I'm not doing this on funded account. This is just not something I want to do on a funded account. The problem with this is that we finally tagged the 300, but usually when this happens, we can also see some continuation, like not just an instant pivot here or shift to the downside. We could see some more momentum kicking in, which is now not happening. But not a problem. Anyway, started in April, and I just requested my first ever payout yesterday. Let's go. Let's go. And by the way, everybody, wow, hold on. Farina, you started in April and requested your first payout. Wow, that's an amazing job, Farina. Yesterday. Let me give you an applause too. Hold on. You know, just got to my mind. What a job. Amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. But the market goes passive management, runaway, yeah. 228, yeah. I'm listening every day. John Ron, no go on. Oh, those are good. Who's the other wants to do it? Everybody wants that pill. Yeah. This is just based on, I'm just testing the indicator. Don't worry about it. And by the way, speaking of payouts, I just got the email. Hold on. Speaking of payouts, this morning, Bulenox just sent me $3,052. There you go. So Bulenox pays every Wednesday, by the way. This is from three accounts above $1,000. So in this month, this is $6,000 in payouts this month in October, only from Bulenox. Only from Bulenox, $6,000 of payout. And I know nobody really talks about Bulenox too much, but they just pay. So yeah. And also this month, hold on, this month I have requested $800 from one of my core account at my, I got $800 from one of my core accounts here. I could also request $1,500 from my scale account. So I'm just thinking, like, should I request this payout of 1,500? Actually, that's 1,200, right? Because of the profit split. So that would be $1,200. But I don't know. So this month is quite okay. So I could request a payout now if I want to, but I think I'm just gonna build some more buffer. You took the red pill. Ah. Hey, Trading Star, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. D-Pain, good morning. Thank you. I can live for 6 months with that, no joke. That's it. So I will build some more buffer, I think. And so we're still in this trade, but again, if you're just tuning in, this is only one account, one position on an evaluation account, nothing serious. I would not put this trade on a funded account. I only put this trade because of the indicator set and not because it's a good set up. It's actually going down to stop loss anyway, so it is what it is. But that's it. I think it's gonna go to the stop loss. Yeah, most likely. He's gonna go for the stop. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, tell me about it, man. It's so bad if I mean that the tax is actually like, it's really it's killing me. I just hate it. I sent everything about my income to my accountant, and I got the email that, okay, you got to pay this and this amount of tax. I mean, you got to save this and this amount of money for tax next month. I was like, oh man, I just hate this. And the problem is all the money goes to our prime minister's family. I mean, if it would only go to the hospitals or whatever, but it's going for prime minister's family. That's the problem. Short with one micro eval, let's go. Is there any platform that allows daily withdrawal? Yes, Take Profit Trader and TRADEDAY. Take Profit Trader and TRADEDAY, D-Pain. Daily withdrawals. Alexander, hello from New York. Hey, good to see you, man. Welcome. Joglimeister, hello. Well, I have some accounts and income. I would say I have some income as a private individual, which is 48% tax, and I have some as a self-employed entrepreneur, or I don't know how to put it. That's the smallest formation of company, or I don't know. So self-employed, I can get away with around 30% of tax as a self-employed. There's more things that I can deduct, and you know, anyway. But as a private individual, it's 48%. As self-employed, if you're doing everything smart, then you can get away with around 30% ish. Depends on accounting, but yeah. No money, more money, more problems, yeah. Your tax goes to your parliament new cars. Well, that's still good because that belongs to the citizens, right? But here the tax money goes almost straight directly to the family of our prime minister. So it goes straight to their pocket. That's where the tax money goes. Do you have an account with them yourself? Ah, yes, of course. Yeah. And I had, this year I had a very good run with them. Many payouts, thank God. So was driving her children with personal driver on government car, and it was Dominic, we have those stories every single week. Our not just our prime minister, but other ministers in our government are driving their family with government cars and chauffeurs. You know, they have drivers and government cars driving their families, driving their kids to the school and everything. So it's not just our prime minister. The whole government is driving their family with government cars and drivers paid by tax money or with tax money. So it's perfectly normal. You know, 90% in Poland. That's definitely good. Corporate tax is 0. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, it's not corporate tax. It's you know, as a self-employed, you're basically still just an individual. I don't know how to put it in English. As a self-employed, you're the only person in your business. Basically, it's a one-man business as self-employed. Yeah, exactly, Camille. Prop firm, kind of self-employed, and real account is capital. Exactly. Real account is different than prop firm. With prop firm, it's basically commission-based stuff. With your capital, it's capital gain, which is again different to have it from capital gains and as a contractor for prop firms. Two completely different things. Am I still in the position? I don't know how I'm still in this position. I don't know how I survived this, but I don't really care too much about this position anyway. Somehow I survived it. I don't have a live account. They wanted to put me to a live account at Take Profit Trader because I managed to pull out $10,000 from the pro account, and they sent me an email that they're going to transition me to a live account, but maybe on purpose, wink, I blew up my account, unfortunately, by mistake. I blew up my pro account and I had to start over. I'm going from the stream. I'm hurt. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Trading Star. I did say hello. I did. I remember. I think I said hello. I think I said good morning, Trading Star. I'm definitely sure I said. I knew I said it. Come on, man. I know you're kidding. I know I said it. Yeah, cost of security and all that stuff. Yeah. For example, what minister is that? What is the minister called that is responsible for the highways and railroads, traffic, and you know, what is it called in English? I don't know. Anyway, that minister is in our country, he's always transport minister. Okay, so our transport minister is, well, let's just say he has government drivers, chauffeurs, and vehicles transporting his family, his wife, his kid into school, his wife into work. So he has actually a fleet of cars paid by the taxpayers and the government transporting their kids to school and places. Our transport minister. I guess he can do it because he's the transport minister. I don't know. Wink, exactly. In other countries, for this, they would have to leave their position. Not in this country. That's normal here. Transportation, yeah. He transports the money for sure. Yeah. He needs to do transport research, yeah. Enku is definitely crazy on this. Welcome to Eastern Europe. Exactly. So, look at this. So here was the trade that this indicator actually called out. The entry was here in this area. This is the stop loss area right here. And as you can see, I somehow survived. The one-to-one deviation TP would be at 320. So just to make it safe, my TP is at 319. But this is only one single account based on this, and I really have no high hopes. This is a low probability setup. I'm not going to explain why, because that's going to take a lot of time, but this is a low probability trade, even based by this indicator. But listen, there's nothing to do here. There's just nothing to do. Driven by Jason Stratton, the transporter, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's better to take a nap until New York. Thanks for being here, Farina. See you later. Yes, actually, the indicator so far, it seems like it's finished. So it's 98% finished. It's basically done. We have fine-tuned the settings. We have fine-tuned the entry rule. There are entry rules to this. Just saying, there are entry rules. If you take every signal, you're done. You're gonna lose your account. That's for sure. There are entry rules. There are some criteria for this, you know, just like kill zones, time of day, stuff like that. You still need to understand the context of the market, so it's not going to work without that. So many things. But we fine-tuned it as much as we could, and now this trade is going to go finally to the stop loss. So, but it's good. It's good. Overall, it's profitable. I can say that after almost 15 months of testing, fine-tuning, it's profitable. Maybe not as much as understanding, for example, and I'm going to say this, for example, understanding ICT concepts or smart money concepts, because when you know where the market wants to go, you definitely have better entries. With an indicator, your entries are always going to lag behind. You're always going to get the data late. But even so, it's profitable. So I like it. But we're gonna have I'm gonna have a video and you guys can download it. The only problem is that, so I don't know anything about coding, but this guy who is coding, he's not able to put all the details into TradingView, because there are some things that he cannot put he used AI, everything, and other programmers too. There are some things that are not really working as they should on TradingView, only on MetaTrader, but that's all I know. Yeah, Dominic. Well, currently, yeah, currently there's no entry here. Yeah, I don't think that NQ is going to go back up there. So this trade is going to the dumpster. So I think I'm just going to close it. Yeah, I closed it. I just closed it. We'll see what happens. Seemingly, I mean, there could be a shift here. But the way the candles are printing, we're a little bit wiggling around here. Kind of interesting. Technically, it's still valid. So until we're not breaking this 281, that trade is still valid. But I think we're gonna break that 281. Okay. Yeah, we can go maybe for 25k. I mean, imagine all those. Look at the daily chart. Look at the gap down at 20,847, and there's another one down there below 20k, like a little bit. It's at 19k. Do you think we can go down to that level anytime? Those gaps down there, quite amazing. 19k. What would it take for the market to go back down there? Huh. Yeah. It's funny to say, but this trade is still valid, and I closed it with a small loss. But again, look at this. It still did not hit the stop loss there. That would be the stop loss level. It's still valid. All right. This is madness, or maybe it's Sparta. I'm gonna go crazy if this one goes back and it's gonna take that 320. Maybe I re-enter just for fun. The thing is, there's so much more debt and over leveraging in the financial system that max cash will dwarf 2008. Yeah, there's a chance for it. I agree. There's a high chance for it. Okay. Kwong, hello there. Good morning. Well, gold is definitely pushing. Yeah. There was no opportunity for me to get into the trade because when we started the stream, I mean, we were already at previous day high and we went over some levels and there's really not much to do. There's one level here, a 3-minute and the 5-minute. I totally forgot to see this here. There's a 5-minute order block or supply zone too. So 5-minute, 5-minute supply zone. Feels like it wants to go for it. But maybe not in London session. I have no trades. The only trade I had is, or was, it's still valid. Amazing. So the only trade I had was on a evaluation account. That's it. Yeah, that's what I do many times. Every crash is bigger than the last. You gotta stop bailing out stupidly. Is that from a movie again? It kind of sounds familiar. It's hard to trade NQ now. It really is. Look at that. Still valid. What is ES doing? Jesus. You know, one thing about ES here, I know it's still a way to go, but feels like we're just getting closer to that 7K. Would it be something, right? ES goes to 7K, just like that. It's not far, actually. It can do that. It can easily do that. Look at the 5-minute on NQ. Almost feels like accumulating some positions here. Yeah, maybe it was in a movie. Yeah, usually that's the case, Kwang. We go ballistic before the crash. Basically still in this range. I don't know. Try to figure out where is, or is there liquidity somewhere here? Can it still go up, or it just wants to sweep some levels below that 281? What are my comments on Lucid test account without monthly subscription? I think it's a good thing, because mostly I think 95% of the time, like, those accounts are gonna get canceled anyway in the first 30 days. So I think it's just marketing wise, it's just more attractive to the users, to the traders, that they have a prop firm with no monthly subscription. So that's good, I think. So Lucid Trading has, DayTraders don't have monthly subscription as well. DayTraders and Lucid Trading only have a one-time evaluation fee, and you can take your time, 2 months, 3 months. They see the numbers and they know that most of the traders blow up their accounts within the first 30 days. So why not just have a bit of a marketing about that, you know? So I have nothing against it. I think it's a good thing. Okay, now we're sweeping that 81. So I think it's a good thing. Exactly. So other prop firms are going to follow that thing. I think so. Yeah. So this trade is now officially failed on the indicator, but as I said, it was a very low probability setup. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, a little bit like CFD with the billing, but obviously they're going to make this back on other aspects, like with activation fees, or, you know, prop firms are not going to lose on this one, that's for sure. Yeah, Dominic, Lucid and day trading, DayTraders and Lucid Trading has no monthly subscription, only one-time payment. Oh, there you go. 2 times. So if you know that you're trading slow, then DayTraders and Lucid Trading, so far they are only having a one-time payment on the evals. Yeah. Funded next to. Yeah, I totally forgot. TopStep paying $75 million in payouts monthly. Was that about TopStep? I saw that tweet from Matt Leach, but was that about TopStep? I thought it was from another prop firm. The biggest future firm. I thought that he was referring to Apex. Because I think Apex is the biggest right now. But maybe not. Yeah, Forex Props removed the 30-day subscription thing or rule as well. Yes. Yes. I don't know if TopStep is the biggest. Like, I think Apex is, if you know, by payouts and revenue, I would say Apex is still in the top 3. I would say maybe, you know, according to revenue and payouts, I think Apex could be still number 1. But TopStep is also there. MyFundedFutures is also there. But I'm also thinking, and I have some information which I cannot really share, but I think that TopStep is a little bit, quote unquote, losing its market share in the prop space, and others are gaining onto this. I think there's a possibility that TopStep is losing some market share. Not that they are doing bad, they're doing excellent, but Patak responded on this tweet. Oh, he did. Okay. Oh, the monthly subscription. Yeah. Yeah, and take profit traders. So I would say revenue wise and payout wise, Apex, TopStep, MyFundedFutures, take profit trader, and I think Funded Next also getting into the top 5. So these are pretty much in top 5. That doesn't mean that the others are not good. I'm just saying there's lots of money circling around these prop firms. By the way, they are becoming a brokerage. That's gonna be very interesting for the prop firm space, in my opinion. I will be definitely following the situation closely, because yes, I heard that they're gonna collab with Plus 500. And I think it's going to be a huge stepstone for the whole prop space. Everybody is curious and waiting. How are regulation going to affect a proprietary trading firm? I know that not now, but many months ago, I mean, it was last year, Michael Patek said that he was criticizing the instant funded accounts. And he said that regulators not going to like it, the instant funded accounts. The sole purpose of the proprietary trading firm is to qualify your traders. That's the sole purpose of the proprietary trading industry, that you need to qualify. Emphasis on the qualification there. You need to qualify your traders. If you don't qualify your traders, and because you just give them a seat at a simulated funded account if they pay more, that's going against some quote-unquote future regulation guidelines or something. And SEC already posted guidelines last year about this, like proprietary trading firms need to qualify, again, the word qualify, they need to qualify their traders. Which means those prop firms that are having instant funded accounts right now might have to disable or change their model, so disable the instant funded account model, because, you know, if regulations are coming in, they need to qualify those traders. So there has to be a qualification phase, whether you like it or not. And qualification phase would also may require, and that's why TopStep said that they are closing down the other XFA accounts. So once you are qualified, I mean, you cannot have more than one simulated account or something like that. There was something in the guide. I'm going to research for it. I think I'm going to make a video about this because this is a very interesting topic. So the guidelines are kind of suggesting that every trader should only have one simulated qualification account. I don't know if it's a funded account or an evaluation account, but one single qualification account in order to step higher to a simulated trading environment or whatever, I don't know. So what I'm trying to say here is that regulations are going to slow down the process here a little bit. Is it good or bad? Who knows? That's why everybody is very curious how TopStep is going to go with plus 500 and the regulations and being transferred or transformed into a brokerage or part of a brokerage, basically. Yeah, FTMO becoming a broker. TopStep, I would say they don't become a broker, they are going to become partners with the broker. That's what I would say. So TopStep is going to be a separate department to qualify traders, just like FTMO. But yes, something like that. I heard about them, so obvious, yeah. Only instant funding accounts, wow. Yeah. I'm not saying they don't treat you fairly. I'm just saying that this is going to be interesting. Forex. Yeah, I saw the update. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, Trading Star. Hit the likes. I guess that's why if it doesn't have instant. Matt Leach is... Matt Leach is... he is definitely... doing this business as a pro. I can tell you guys without saying any details that the things that I hear behind the scenes from MyFundedFutures, they are absolutely want to do and already do everything like a super pro prop firm. So they really want to do business in this trading space as one of the, or maybe the most professional prop firm. That's why, and that, just like you said, they don't want instant accounts. That's not their goal. They also want to go by the regulations. They also want to do everything that's possible to be able to continue business in the long run. And that's why I like them as well. Sim Eval to, what's the difference in Sim Eval to Sim Funded? Yeah, I don't know. So there's so many details Trader Chaz about this. It can go, Dominic. 27k, wouldn't be surprised at all. Exactly, Trading Star. Prop firms are one of the greatest opportunity in our lifetime, by the way, to make money from our home, from trading as a business. I think it's one of the greatest opportunities out there. It's only up to you. Everything is presented to you, everything. All you need to do is just take it, learn it, learn it and be disciplined, and you're gonna make money. Disciplined Futures Trader, welcome. Alicia, good to see you, man. Okay, gold still pumping. NQ technically shifted. If you look at the 5-minute, there's technically a ICT 2022 entry model here. Almost feels like it wants to go down. I might even take a trade. Okay, I took a small trade here. Valentin Igorovich, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. So I took a very small trade. My TP is 246. 246. And my stop is going to be around above 300. 301.50. Okay, I took this trade. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So there we go. The only reason behind this is a very simple classic setup, nothing special. I have a nice little target here. I have a nice little market structure shift. For example, here, bearish market structure shift, liquidity sweep there. I mean, making a new high, of course. It can still go higher, but we have a 15-minute demand zone just around midnight level. We are in absolute premium. We had a fair value gap here, and if you can see it, let me zoom in closely. So if I zoom in on the 5-minute, you'll see, oops. Anyway, that candle right there actually tagged into the fair value gap with 1 tick, which means why not just go and take some orders from that demand zone, right? Why not? Easy, right? 15-minute demand zone. Why not just go down? That's the plan. If it fails, I'm perfectly comfortable. No problem. I'm copy trading this on 2 Apex accounts right now, risking about $100 each. So that's $200, as you can see. Very, very low risk on this. Here it is. Very small risk. That is it. Nothing more. Yeah, we are still at all-time high, but if it wants to sweep some liquidity, then why not? Let me just switch to the 5-minute here. All right, so this would be the thing. Now, again, this is a tricky one because today is FOMC. It could be just going sideways. 300, we're at all-time high. It's very difficult to trade on this level. As I said, I predetermined the risk. I am actually absolutely fine. I'm very good with the risk here. I'm willing to lose this trade, and I will have no issue with that. Very small position. Yes, I trade Lucid as well. Yes. First low. So you're saying going break even at 260. Not a bad idea, actually. If you guys want to go break even here, I'm sorry. I hope you guys don't copy trade me because this is a very low probability setup. Going break even at 260-ish area, it's not a bad idea, actually, because it's low probability environment. Yeah, so I lose Lucid. I think they're good. Looks, everything checks out with them. End of day trailing and stuff. It looks good for now, but you know, we never know. Forex Mitch was already in. Yeah, there's an SMT. Gotta be careful. Maybe I'm gonna I'm gonna use that advice and I'm gonna put this to break even at 260. You're short from 186. Oh, you're holding it. Okay. It also counts. Yeah, it counts. Yeah. All right, Kwang. Have a good one. See you next time. Yeah, this price section is definitely not good. It's really a pain in the butt. But it is what it is. I'm not going to babysit this trade, by the way, forever. I mean, I'm gonna just leave it here and whatever happens, no issue. Let's see. But I think I'm going to consider putting this to break even, maybe. I don't know. Break even would be better up there. I mean, if it would go against me, I don't want to see this go higher than 283, right? So that would be the thing. If this would go higher, I don't want to see it go higher than 283 because that would tell me it just wants to make a new high at 300 or higher, sorry, higher than 300, whatever was it, 310. So once we break below here, I think I'm just going to put my stop to 283. Yeah. That's a very low risk. Okay, I think we broke it. Okay, I'm putting my stop to... Sorry. I'm putting my stop... Should I put... Did it break? Hold on, low here. Low here is 260.75. Okay, relative equal lows here. It didn't break it yet. Okay, so it's not down there yet. Oh, look at this. It's not going. Or I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So first I need to see the break, then we can talk about moving the stop. Otherwise, we need to leave some space for this one to develop. Yeah, it still hasn't. I don't know if the mini went through or not, but let's see the mini. Yeah, the mini went through. Look at this. The mini managed to go lower here. The micro didn't. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so the mini took the low. The problem is I just don't like this area to go short. I really don't like it. So, but since it's low risk, let's just wait. I think we have more orders on the micro than on the mini currently. I think. So let's just wait. Yeah, seems like we have more volume here. Anyway, if it wants to sweep some levels here below that 260, that would be nice. And then just take some orders from the midnight level. This is on a funded account, by the way. So the previous trade that we longed up there, that was... Okay, I think we went lower, right? I think we did. Yeah. Okay, we did. All right, I'm moving my stop to 83.50. Just saying. 83.50. All right, moved it. Risk is low, very low. Completely fine. If it goes back up there, I don't mind. No, the zone is down there. 15-minute level. Look at that. It's not a perfect one, okay? It's actually not a perfect one by far. This bearish candle here. So there was a fair value. Let me zoom in. So what was the idea behind this? There was a fair value gap right there. Actually, let me put this visually here. So there was a fair value gap right there. This bearish candle on the 15-minute went down, took some orders here, and immediately started to push the market up there, which is awesome. Along the way, so these candles actually shifted structure here. Actually, it was a continuation, but here and here. So that was great. And the opening of this candle, which is basically the midnight open, is 44.50. Now, just to play it safe, my TP is at not 44 but 46. That's it. I just want to see price go back down, sweep some more orders from that. You can call this order block, you can call this demand zone, you can call this whatever you want to call this, whatever, this bearish candle. But the movement, the push, was initiated from this candle. Boom. going there. And now market may try to return into the level, into the zone. It might gonna take some time, sweep some more orders and whatever. We'll see what it does. That was the idea behind this trade. And so yeah, not much else to do with this. It's a very small position. So gold is unstoppable, by the way. Have you guys checked gold? Look at that. Okay. Gold is unstoppable. I mean, I'm expecting a bounce any second, unfortunately. But it would be also great to see a quick elevator or just a wick down. Well, I'm okay with this TP. There was something here, this candle at 110. I don't know if this was a news candle or whatever, this doji thing on the 5 minute. That's quite interesting. So there could be some liquidity below that. Gold is at supply zone. Let me check. In a certain way, yeah. This is not the kind of supply zone, if this is what you're referring, that I'm looking for. My supply zone is up there on the 5 minute and the 3 minute. We have a 5 minute supply zone here and the 3 minute there. But currently, it depends on where we look at it, right? I don't see anything here. These are the ones that I'm looking right now on gold. Feels like it wants to go there. One hour time frame. Oh, maybe I forgot. Okay, maybe I forgot that. The 1 hour. Oh, last week. Okay. Oh, that's why. Because once the zone has been destroyed or invalidated, I'm not looking other zones in the past. I mean, this here is not the supply zone. This here, not really. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's so many different versions of explaining supply and demand zones, and I got some heat about this, like, hey, you don't know anything about supply and demand because that's not supply and demand. I don't care. Then we're gonna make up a name for it. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't see anything there, but that doesn't mean it's not there. 4 hour fair value gap on gold. Where? Up there. No. Well, it's a very small, tiny one. Up there. We have a gap there that's unbalanced. I don't see a fair value gap on gold. This is not a fair value gap. There might be a little tiny one at 64.9. But yeah. Wanted and unwanted. I love that run. That is cool. Wanted and unwanted zones. Exactly. I like it. Let's go and tag that area. Wanted and unwanted zones. I love it. Oh, you meant daily. Oh, we're gonna check that. I'm kind of curious what's the reaction here. How's this gonna go? Is it gonna tag that level or not? Come on, we're so close. We're so close. TP hit. Let's go, Michael. Congratulations. Oh, my TP is still not hit. Oh no. Yeah, this is typical. Before a zone, we used to see some early profit taking, but we'll see. So I'm expecting the bounce can be expected at this level. NQ is teasing. It plays the mind game for sure. Come on. Forex Mitch, let's go. Original TP2 was 240. Ah. Yeah. I really wanted to see this tag into that level. You know, at least just with a wick. Just to go for it. Oh, come on, let's go. We need that TP. Typical NQ. Well, the more you stress on it, the more it's not gonna happen, so... Oh! Let's go. Boom. Boom. That kind of makes another valid point why I love these zones. And on the 1 minute, we could be seeing like the reaction. I would be curious about the reaction of the market, like not particularly here, but maybe around the mid-level or maybe down there. So are we going to see a bounce, a strong reaction? I would love to see a bounce here, just to confirm that the zone was valid. Oh yes, sorry Dominic. For Dominic, we hope that there's going to be no reaction, just melting through. Actually, it should be going through. If this is a valid zone, it should be getting through 220 and all the way down there. So yeah. Let's go. Okay, that was a nice one. Let's go. Okay, everybody, I think I'm gonna call it here because I have no intention to open up another trade. I'll be back for My Funded TV at 9 AM and then we're gonna continue with the New York session on my channel. So thank you so much. If you would like to support the channel, I would highly be grateful and appreciate it if you use my code which is up there, TOMSABO. You can use it in Apex, Bulenox, FundingTicks, Lucid Trading, TRADEIFY, instant funded accounts, if you will. MyFundedFutures, Take Profit Trader, and TRADEDAY too for daily payouts, and all the others. Check it out. Thank you for supporting. I don't know, maybe Dominic. So thank you for even considering to support the channel. It really helps out. You guys are amazing. Yeah, we might do that. I need to go. I have an appointment, so I'm sorry. God bless you all. Thank you for the support. Stay tuned and stay safe. All right, you guys are amazing. Hey, best DJ in town. Thank you, everybody. MyFundedFutures, I'm just closing the stream. See you guys in MyFunded TV, and after that we're gonna continue with the New York stream. I hope to see you guys back. God bless. Cheers, everybody.